Hello, Mimi makers. I am back. Did you miss me? I mean, it's been a whole week without me. I guess 2 weeks since the last video. So I definitely missed you. It feels strange when I usually get to talk to you every week, and then all of a sudden there's this 1 week where I get to do other things. I mean, it was for a very wonderful purpose. As some of you might know, we were traveling last week to source more goodies, and it was absolutely fantastic. I did show a couple of sneak peeks on our Instagram channels, and there's just so much. I don't even know where to start to begin to tell you of all the things that I have seen. So I will be releasing some of that information like week over week, just to kind of digest it little by little. I do know that today is a little bit of an unusual day to be having the video, so I'm totally not mad if you couldn't join this live, because some of you might be picking up your kids from school or running some important errands, or you're still at work. So I understand if you're watching this recorded. You can still comment on it. I'll still be reading the comments. I'll still be answering the questions that you might have on any of the items that I am showing today. This is an ultra short week because we were just traveling back Monday night. It was more than 24 hours of travel time, so I'm still heavily jet lagged, but totally worth it. Again, did eat some chocolate on my layover in Zurich. It may have been a little bit more than some, and it was absolutely delicious. So this week's super short because I wasn't here on Monday. Been back since yesterday, and then Friday is Easter, so we're closed Friday and Monday. Good Friday and Easter Monday. We're closed. Online store is still open, but we're not going to start processing until Tuesday. So we compressed this week into 3 days. I'm doing the video today, and all of these goodies are live tomorrow, Thursday. Let me look at the date, the 28th, so that we can, if you place your order in the morning before noon, I can still guarantee that they're going to be processed and leave the store before our long weekend closure. So if there's something that you need urgently, definitely place your order before 12 Eastern Standard Time. All right, so where are we going to start? I'm going to start with the yarns today just because these pretties are smiling at me right here. So our spring summer yarns have finally arrived. They arrived while we were gone. We are still unpacking them, so not all of them are live right away. We're still, as I said, we're still getting them out of the boxes and squishing them and looking at all the colors and then listing them in the shop. So I'll be starting with the yarns that I was able to already free from their box prison and put into the shop for tomorrow. So number one, and I know there's a lot of people that have waited for this. Number one is the Gomitolo Baleno, and I'm saying this like this because they always put Italian names on these because it is an Italian manufacturer. So this is Lara yarn, made in Italy. And this is an animal hair free product. So for those of you who are looking for something with no actual wool in it because of sensitivities, or you're looking for something lighter for the summer, then this is your yarn. This is a 80% cotton, 20% polyester yarn. Absolutely fantastic for all those summer things you might want to knit. So I'm going to have to show you the color card on this because look at this super interesting pattern this yarn makes. So you can't even really tell when you just look at the skeins like this, but then you get this this effect. I don't even know what that's called. A fizzled effect. And so depending on the width that you knit, that might flatten out more or less. But if you did a sweater or a scarf or a nice summer top, like the one that I just recently made, like this is a very similar weight. So there are some other summer tops where we have the pattern that you can still make out of this yarn because they're the same weight. So if you're looking for something specific, let me know, or go to the Lana Grossa website and look at the Gomitolo booklet to see if there's any patterns. We're still listing patterns too, but if there's one that you do find on the Lana Grossa website already, just let me know and we can put that together for you. So all of these 6 colors we have. I'm going to show them to you in person. So there's this one that has like orange and yellow and like just this hint of rose to it. Then number 2, this is a really, really beautiful one, is a charcoal and a caramel and an off-white. This one's a really happy one. So this one's a dark purple, a lilac. There's a little bit of orange in there, but then there's also this yellowy green. Great color. Oh, this one's really rich, a really nice and rich color. So we have some fuchsia and berry tones in this one and some purples, and then it changes to a red and yellow as well. It's really, really interesting. And then we have 2 cooler tones. So this one has a dark blue with some light blue and green in it. And then last but not least, this one is teal as the darkest color with some really bright green. And then there's some caramel chocolatey colors in it as well. So there's 6 colors of the Gomitolo Baleno, and they are 100-gram skeins, however you prefer to say it. And it runs, I'm just going to try to get you the length. Made in Italy. Oh, 370 meters for this one. All the details are also in the products themselves, and you would knit this with a 3.5 to 4 millimeter needle. So, and again, because we don't have the patterns for the Gomitolo up yet, if you do see something you like on the Lana Grossa website, there is a new booklet, a new Gomitolo booklet that came out. Just let me know which one it is that you like. Then we have the Mosaico. There's 4 colors of the Mosaico, and it is another one of those really beautiful gradient yarns. So the Mosaico from the Linea Pura collection, also made in Italy. It's 54% cotton, 23% linen, and 23% viscose. So this is an absolutely fantastic summer yarn with a little bit of a slub effect. And we only have 4 of the total of the 8 colors. So we have color number, which is this one. So there's a purple. So you can see that it's like an irregular block stripe pattern. So this one has purples, blues, and then a little bit of orange and grays in it. And it's like a speckle print on it. It's really, really beautiful. Then we also have color number 5, which is this one. So there's more pink and berry with a little bit of mint in it. I mean, we all know that this is my absolute favorite color, and my lights are really bright, so you can't really see the mint in this one. This comes out really beautifully as well. Then we also have color number 1. Color number 1, and all of these color cards are also in the product, so they're a little bit easier to see than here because this paper is really shiny. So color number 1 has these almost like sea ocean-y tones. So it's green and blues and light teals. And then last but not least, we have color number 3, which is also absolutely beautiful, like some earth tones, and then with a little bit of a rose and a purple in there. Oh my goodness, my camera is really washing this out. This is a really beautiful pastel color. Trust me, do look at this one online so that you can see that properly. And we do have the patterns for these already online. Oh my God, this light is horrible. It's totally washing it out. This one is the top with the Mosaico. It's a really nice, perfect top for summer. Then there's a cardigan. Also absolutely stunning. I mean, you always need a cardigan like that. Oh, look, this one is the pullover with Mosaico, and it's made with that blue-green yarn. Really beautiful. And then there's also a scarf pattern. Oh my God. Definitely do look at these online because the pictures are so much better than what my super bright lights do to them right now, because it just makes them look white. This one's done with the pastel-y one, so I promise this is going to look really pretty. But you're going to have to look at the pictures online of these because my camera just wants to make them super white. Then there are some sock yarns, some spring, summer sock yarns. And again, it is absolutely fantastic. So I don't even know where to start. So there is collection number 1. This is the Meilenweit Cotton Bamboo collection. So all of these are Meilenweit Cotton Bamboo. And then the name will tell you which color collection is. So this is the color collection Positano which is also an Italian name. I want to say, I should have looked it up. I don't know if it's a region or it's a city. I think Positano is a city in Italy, and I'm sure someone that watches this video will know, so you can give us the answer, or we'll Google it. I feel like it's a city in Italy. So these are really, really stunning. So we have the more pastel-y colors in this one, and then we have the sea tones in this one with the lime green, green, and blue. And then we have two colorful ones. So this one has more the teal, purple, and pinks. And then this one is the entire rainbow. And the cotton bamboos are really great for summer. They're really great for spring, summer. They're more temperature regulating, so great for a spring, summer sock. And on the picture, you can see that this is a slightly larger block stripe. I did put the picture of a sample sock, so those are generated images. Those are not real knitted socks, so it'll just give you the approximation of how the stripes will look. But you can see that this is a longer color gradient, so it's more of a block stripe effect, which is really, really cool. And then collection number 2, still the Lana Grossa Meilenweit 100 cotton bamboo collection, and the color collection Amalfi, which is a coastal region, the Amalfi Coast. I have sorted it by warmer tones and cooler tones because there are 8 of them there, and I now realize that I must have forgotten to list 2 because I listed 6. So now I have to figure out which ones I still need to list before tomorrow. So I'm going to start with the cooler tones, and they're all slightly different. And these ones have a smaller, shorter stripe. So a shorter striping, self-striping effect. So there's 4 in the cooler tones. The one on the bottom would have the blues, the greens, and a little bit of yellow in it. Then this one just has blues and a darker green and a gray. And this one has the blues and the mint greens and a chartreuse in it. And the one on top is going towards the warmer color. So it has the blue and the green, but then you have some berry colors in there as well. So these are absolutely fantastic. And then we get into the warmer tones. So this bottom one has the green, the purple. It has a little bit of yellow, and it has some rose colors in it. And the one up top is a little bit warmer because we see less blue, just like a little bit of a teal, not as much as deep blue as the other ones had, and the berry colors. And there's a bit of the apricot in there already. And then this one has the berry colors, a smidgen of a really dark blue, and a little bit of a yellow. And then the top one has like a mandarin orange, which is like a super happy bright color, purple and pink. So I know you're going to have a really hard time with these because they're all absolutely fantastic. And you're going to want to have these on your feet when you're wearing your favorite Birks this spring. But the cotton yarn you can also use for other things. So if you wanted to make a little Sophie scarf or a little shawl, or you like knitting little cardigans, just because it says it's sock yarn doesn't mean you can't make other things from it. It just means other yarns can't be used for socks just because of how they're made. So these are really bouncy yarns that you can use for making socks, but you can also make other things. So those were the yarns for tomorrow. And now we're going to move on to the fabrics because there's some fantastic ones. And I'm going to start with this super happy one right here that I really like because it's such bright colors. You can't ignore this one. And again, we're going to have some issues with my camera here today because it washes it out, and I have things in the way blocking that I can't go and adjust my light. So I apologize for this. This one is unicorns, and I should hold it right side up so that you can actually see the beautiful unicorns. So they're celestial unicorns, and they're pink, and they have pink hair, and they have golden faux glitter horns. And then there's some florals in here, and it's all bright pink and aqua colored. And there's even some birds in there. You see the bird? Did you find the bird right here? It's a beautiful little bird, lots of flowers. I mean, every little girl or big girl or whoever enjoys the unicorns will need a beautiful dress out of this, because it's I think it's really inspiring. It just makes me happy just looking at it. It's such a good color. Like the brighter colors, we need more of those. And then this one, I mean, that makes me happy too. I like, if anybody is sewing for some Mrs. Sunshines, I know at least one person who really, really likes yellow. And I think this would be absolutely perfect, because it's these beautiful suns with smiley faces, and don't they just make you so happy? These little suns, and there's flowers, and then it's supposed to look like there's like flowers growing out of the sun, and it's so beautiful. This would also be nice for like little newborn sets, if you have any to gift or to make for yourself, but they'll also be really nice as t-shirts, dresses, all of those things. And if you have some scraps, I mean, they're going to make some fantastic sun underwear. They're going to be really fun. I might even make some just because I can, and I really like the fabric. Next up are tractors. I've been asked for tractors many a times. I finally found some. There weren't many out there, but this one I really love. So there's a subtle outline, and then we have different types of tractors in blue, red, yellow, and this taupe and white color. And I have found, and so, oh, and all of these are jersey, by the way. I forgot. I found a really great coordinate. You know how much I love coordinating with stripes, and how perfect is this stripe? I know my camera is going to hate this, but this stripe, it's a mini stripe with a white, blue, and red, and it really picks up the exact colors of this fabric. So this is the mini stripe in the white, blue, and red, and I have connected it in the product, and I think this is gonna make such a cute combination. What a perfect outfit. I hope that somebody will pick this up. I'm gonna be very, very excited to see that. If you don't like all of the colors in there, then I did find another one. It's the light blue and dark blue stripe, because it does, the lighter blue does pick up on this little tractor here, and then the darker blue picks up on the background. So if you prefer not having the red in there, then this is also a very great combination. Whew, my throat is so dry today. It's probably because I have been up so early and I haven't had my afternoon coffee yet, so I need to get on that. And sticking with the happy theme, we have these really happy flowers. Like, look at these flowers. They're so extra happy, and I know that my camera won't be happy, but the inside of the flower is neon yellow, and then the petals of the flower are a blush rose. And then each of the flower has a little bit, you see that they each have a little bit of a shadow. So this one has a shadow of a neon pink, and this one has a shadow of a neon green. And I really like that combination, because, you know, I like neons, but these ones are almost like they're very subtle. Not that you can see it with this camera, because the camera doesn't like neons. But believe me, you can combine this with neon yellow, neon green, and neon pink, and it's going to look really stunning. If you do not want to commit to having like full panels of neon fabrics combined with this, I did connect our trims and threads in neon colors, so you could do a nice cover stitch or a twin needle stitch with a neon colored thread. There is a neon colored Gudemann thread in these colors, in the green, yellow, pink, and it would be so nice just to have that subtle stitch line, again, either with a twin needle, a zigzag stitch, or a cover stitch, if you have one to do some neon decor or a decorative stitch with it. I think that's really fun. We have fold over elastics in those colors. We have pom-poms in those colors. The mini pom-poms, they are non-stretchy, but what I've done before is I've put mini pom-poms along the shoulder seam. I've put mini pom-poms in here, and then you have like these little pom-poms just looking up here, and it stabilizes your shoulder at the same time. You can absolutely do that in a knit shirt, and it's going to look really fun, I promise you. And last but not least, for the knit fabrics are these. This is definitely something we have not had before, so I picked it up because I do have a feeling that there are enthusiasts for vintage or historic airplanes. I'm pretty sure there are. And I liked the colors, because you have this really, really bright blue sky with a couple of these fluffy clouds. And then you have all these airplanes also in primary colors. So you have green, you have red, and you have yellow airplanes. And they're just crisscrossing through. I think this is a really fun one. This is, I think this is really special because I have not seen this before. And again, this is also jersey knit. So all of the knit prints that I've shown you thus far were all jersey weight knits. And I do have two wovens for you that I do want to show you because I love them. And there's so many ideas that I have for it. So let's see what you say. So this is a nice cotton lawn. So it's a semi-sheer cotton woven fabric. It's great for tops or even just like a nice shawl that you want it. And like a nice lightweight blouse. You could still make a dress, but for a dress, I would consider lining it. For a top, you don't really have to. You can just wear underwear that matches your skin tone so it doesn't show through. So this one is a beautiful purple. So the main color I would say is a pale purple. Is it pale purple? This one, this purple. And then there's some darker purples, and then there's some pink overlays. And as you can see, or at least I think you can see, there's a little bit of a sparkle in here. So these and these on the darker lines, there is always one subtle lurex thread in there. So there's a gold shimmer just very subtly through it. So if you don't like all that glitter, then, you know, this might be a good option for you, even though I like all levels of glitter, a little glitter, a lot glitter, medium glitter, double glitter. I'm okay with all of that. But if you just like a little bit, or you're just dipping your toe into the glitter and sparkle, then this might be just the one. So anyhow, this fantastic fabric coming tomorrow in this purple color. And then I have one more from the same collection, different color. And we have a nice apricot in here, which is very close to the color of the year, because like this peachy apricot color is really, really nice. So you have the peach, the apricot, you have a little bit of red and some teal in here. And all of this is yarn dyed, by the way. So this is not printed on top of the fabric. All of the threads in this fabric are that color. And then again, this one has that subtle golden thread in it. And I think a really, really nice blouse will have to be made. Or even, as I said, even just a scarf. Like I could even see myself just like having like a nice scarf for the, you know, for the cooler moments of our Canadian spring. But I do think that a nice blouse will really show it off. You could even cut it on the bias and have a little bit of this moment happening. I am sure you'll have lots of ideas. I have connected a couple of patterns that I would make in the product. So if you go into the product and you scroll all the way down, you'll see some of my pattern recommendations for this. And I'm sure there's something for everyone in there out of the things that I've shown you today. I hope that there is. So I hope that you are thoroughly inspired by this just before the longer weekend that we have. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have any more questions about any of the fabrics or the yarns or just in general, just let me know. We are open tomorrow if you needed to walk in and grab some of these right away so you can get going on the weekend. Come see us till 3 p.m. and then we'll be closed for the 4 days for the long weekend. Next week, April 6th, is our next Saturday open house. So if you are planning to be in the city, or if you've been wanting to come in but you couldn't come during the week, next week, Saturday, April the 6th, we are open from 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Here at our store location. And you can even bring a knitting project. We do have a little cozy knitting area set up. So if you wanted to just come and hang out and knit a little bit, you are more than welcome to do so, and bring a friend. And I hope I'll see you then. I think that was enough talking for me today. I'm going to go sip a little cup of coffee so that I get over my jet lag and stay awake for a couple more hours before I conk out. And then you will see all of these pretty things tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time available for you to grab into your cart. Thank you so much and have a wonderful rest of the day.